Assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to Travel Diary. I'm your host, Sharjeel, and today we're not chasing a lake or a desert or some crazy high viewpoint. We're just stepping out of a small hotel door into a soft morning inside Skardu town itself.
And I'm Abdullah. Honestly, this is one of my favorite kinds of days. No Jeep booking, no big agenda, just that moment where you wake up and think, should I scroll my phone or actually go see where I am?
Exactly. So picture this. We're in a simple hotel in Skardu. Not a fancy resort, just a clean room, quiet fan, that thick northern areas blanket. It's early, the kind of pale light where the mountains are just starting to show their shape through the window. So we look at each other, sleepy faces, messy hair, and I say, let's do a chota sa morning walk. Nothing heroic, just out of the hotel, around the block, see what the town is doing.
Yeah, and that's important. We're not planning a trek, just a loop. A short, simple circle you can do before your proper sightseeing. Shoes on, light jacket, a small bottle of water, phone for maps, and that's it.
Before stepping out, we do a tiny gut check. I look out the window, sky is clear, sun is still soft, no sign of rain. I check the time. Enough before checkout, enough before any tours. And I ask the hotel guy downstairs, Bhai, koi simple sa safe walk idhar se? Just a nearby loop on main lanes.
That tip is gold, by the way. Always ask the hotel staff. They know which streets are busy, which shortcuts are actually private courtyards, how far you can go without suddenly ending up on some steep, rocky trail in your casual sneakers.
So we step out of the hotel. First thing we feel is that crisp Skardu air on our faces. It's cool, but not freezing. The street is still quiet, and you can hear this distant mix of sounds. A bike starting somewhere, maybe a rooster, and those metal shutters of shops being rolled open.
Our first rule is simple. Stick to the obvious main lane. No squeezing between houses, no ducking into narrow, half-closed alleys that look like someone's living space. If it looks like a family courtyard, that's not our walking path.
Yeah, imagine you're drawing a rough rectangle around your hotel on the map. We're just following that kind of simple circuit. I'm looking at the street. There are small shops, a mechanic maybe, one or two small hotels. Everyone is busy with their own morning. Nobody is staring. That's a good sign that we've chosen a comfortable lane.
And we're keeping it modest with our clothes, long trousers, simple jackets, nothing flashy. Skardu is used to tourists, but it's still a place where people are going to school, to work, to the masjid. Blending in a little is a way of showing respect.
Now, after just a few minutes, the best smell in the world hits us. You know that combination of fresh bread and chai? Somewhere close, there's a tandoor waking up.
My brain stops working when that smell appears. I just start walking like a magnet. We follow our noses, and there it is, a tiny corner tandoor shop. No fancy signboard, just a metal kettle on the stove, a big clay tandoor, and a man calmly pressing dough into flat discs.
There are 2 or 3 locals already standing there, hands wrapped around steaming glasses of chai, quietly talking about their day. We give a small salam, smile, and wait. No rush. The tandoor guy glances up, nods, and suddenly we're part of this tiny morning scene.
We order simple, do garam chai, do chapati. While he's working, you can hear the hiss as the bread hits the side of the tandoor, the clunk of the metal tool pulling it off, the gentle pour of chai into glasses. It's like a little soundtrack of Skardu morning life.
And here's a small tip. Don't turn it into a photo shoot. Enjoy your tea. If you really want a photo of the tandoor, first just stand there, be present, maybe chat a little. Then very politely ask, Bhai, tasveer le sakta hoon? If he hesitates or says no, that's it, no picture. The memory is enough.
Exactly. And that chapati, by the way, soft, slightly smoky, tearing it with your hands while the steam rises and the mountains are right there behind the rooftops. It's such a simple breakfast, but your whole body wakes up.
Once we finish, we thank the ustad, pay, and continue our loop. Now the town's a little more awake. A couple of kids in uniforms walk past us, backpacks bouncing. One of them glances back at us, half curious, half shy.
We quietly decide to follow the general direction the school kids are going, because that usually means we're staying on public paths. You'll see small signboards in Urdu, maybe an English academy, a stationery shop, a barber. All of this tells you this lane is for everyone, not a private family space.
Our one simple rule the whole time is this. If there's a doorway with shoes outside, curtains, laundry hanging low, or it feels enclosed like someone's courtyard, we do not enter. We stay where we can see the sky clearly and where other people are already walking.
Yeah, you're here to experience Skardu, not to surprise someone who's making breakfast in their courtyard. If at any point you feel like people are staring or it feels too private, just smile, say salam, and gently turn back to the more open street.
After a while, our lane starts sloping gently, and we can feel that somewhere ahead, the town is opening up. We're moving toward the edge where you can glimpse the river. It's not some big tourist viewpoint, just a modest spot where the houses thin out and the land drops down.
On the way, we pass a few more little scenes. A man unloading crates from a pickup, a woman sweeping the front of her house, someone adjusting shop shutters. Nobody is performing for tourists. This is just life, and we're walking through it slowly.
Then we reach a bend where the view suddenly opens. The town drops away, and in the distance you can see the wide body of the Indus, that pale, powerful ribbon with mountains stacked behind it. There might be a simple wall or a bit of open ground where you can safely stand or sit.
We find a spot to sit for a minute. No selfies, no drone buzzing, nothing. Just sit. You can hear a dog barking somewhere, the faint sound of a truck on the main road, a distant azan maybe, mixed with the quiet of the river far below.
This is my favorite part of the walk. You're not chasing the perfect Instagram shot. You're letting Skardu be Skardu. You take maybe 1 or 2 quick photos for memory, and then you put your phone away and just breathe.
And remember, keep an eye on time and energy. Skardu's sun can get strong, and paths can be uneven. This loop is meant to be short and easy. If you're feeling tired, there's no shame in turning back early and doing a smaller circle.
On our way back toward the hotel, we decide to make one tiny stop, a small stationery and grocery shop, the kind where they sell everything from pencils to biscuits to soap, all in one place.
We step in, give a salam, and the shopkeeper smiles that gentle, curious smile you see so much in northern Pakistan. He asks where we're from, how long we're staying. No hard selling, just natural conversation.
Instead of buying some big souvenir from a tourist shop, we pick something small and meaningful here. Maybe a simple notebook with a local design on the cover. Maybe a pack of locally made biscuits we haven't tried before. Something that actually supports the people whose streets we just walked through.
I love the idea of a Skardu morning notebook. You can use it as your travel diary, write down the name of the tandoor, what the chai tasted like, a funny moment with a school kid. It becomes a memory you actually use, not a showpiece you forget on a shelf.
We pay, say shukriya, and step back onto the lane. By now, the town is fully awake. Traffic is picked up, voices are louder, sunlight is stronger. And within a few minutes, we're back at the hotel door. And it feels like we've already had a full, honest experience of Skardu before most tours even start.
So if you're using Skardu as a base for lakes and deserts, don't treat the town as just a logistics stop. Give it one soft morning. Start at your hotel, check the time and weather, ask staff for a simple, safe loop, walk on obvious public lanes, enjoy a local breakfast, find a modest riverside edge, and buy one small thing from a neighborhood shop.
We've actually turned this exact idea into a little Skardu morning loop guide for you. If you want a simple walking map sketch, a few etiquette notes, and a printable mini checklist you can fold into that notebook, head over to our website. The link is in the show notes.
Use it as a starting point. Then make the walk your own. Your own tandoor, your own quiet corner, your own tiny memory.
From me, Sharjeel, and from Abdullah, thank you for walking these Skardu backstreets with us. Stay curious, stay gentle with the places you visit, and we'll see you in the next episode of Travel Dairy.